I'll clean the surface with a pinch of jeweler's rouge.
You'll have to make it first.
The jeweler's mark should be legible. There it is. I recognize it. Burlington Jewelers in the Arcade. Smarmy sort of place.
Perhaps we should make ourselves unwelcome there.
I don't see why not. It's time we made a move, Watson.
Carry on, Holmes. I'll follow your lead.
Do you remark the customers who frequent this establishment?
Huh? What? I once saw Wellington box the ears of George IV when he was Prince Regent. Lovely sight it was, the old Iron Duke. There was a man.
Your open display of gold-plated toothpicks makes them virtually irresistible. A touch of elegance, affordably priced. 1 guinea will secure your heart's desire. And earn my colleague's contempt. Handsome shop, sir. Is it yours?
George O'Keefe at your service, gentlemen. I have the privilege of managing the enterprise for Mr. Tompkins, our principal.
I'm looking for something special. Might we browse?
Certainly. Our original creations are designed for London's most discriminating clientele.
Where do your crystalline gems come from?
The venerable Antwerp firm supplies our diamonds, rubies, and Ceylonese sapphires.
You know the provenance of every stone?
Absolutely. The Messrs. de Brise are signatories of the IDB Act.
What are the most economical buys in the shop?
Economy is a state of mind, sir. Don't think of the price. Think of the investment. Think of the pleasure derived from your purchase.
It would be difficult not to think of my empty pocketbook. Might I see the platinum ring with the cabochon cut stone? This ring spoils your claim of dealing in unique designs.
To the untrained eye, many gems have points of similarity. I could show you dozens from the strong room that share common features, but stones are cut differently.
Right. Unique design is a fiddle. Granted you don't sell the same ring twice. By this criterion, each design is unique. It's a sham.
That is a slanderous allegation, sir. If you wish to avoid litigation, I recommend that you not share it.
Never mind. I'm not interested in your advertising claims. I'm interested in your jewelry. I presume these rings are merely representative of your collection. Might I see more?
Are you truly interested? Or are you merely passing the time?
More interested than you could possibly imagine.
Very well. I'll retrieve some of our more attractive items from the strong room. You are a knave, sir.
And you'd be in a position to know. Occupy the sentinel, will you, Watson? I have suspicions to confirm.
Confirm to your heart's content. This old soldier is going nowhere.
Ah, the nest egg. Here it is, Watson. Curiouser and curiouser.
I'm feeling a bit like the Mad Hatter, Holmes. What do you mean?
The ring's intended recipient and the person who paid for it are one and the same. It seems Lady Cordelia had to supply the funds for her own engagement ring.
Very interesting.
I'm sure Lord Lawton didn't find it so. I trust you are perfectly comfortable, Mr. O'Keefe.
The police will be informed of your behavior, sir. Depend on it. I shall prosecute to the full extent of the law.
I doubt that. I've perused your register. A word in the wrong ear could ruin you.
Fat lot of good you can do now. You might as well shout "Open Sesame" 40 times. Only the owner has the key. Fat lot of good you can do now. You might as well shout "Open Sesame" 40 times. Only the owner has the key.
I note that the cockles of your heart are not warmed by the shop.
It's really quite revolting what some people will do with their money.
Are you familiar with the American slang expression, to put on ice?
It has to do with diamonds, doesn't it? Like gilding a lily, most unattractive.
Wrong cliché, Doctor. It is a metaphor for incarceration, to render something or someone ineffective.
I take your point, Holmes, and wish you well.
Where is the ring lately purchased by and for your fiancée?
I will not redeem whatever scurrilous information you have extracted from her jeweller, Mr. Holmes.
Would it surprise you to learn that I found the ring in the possession of a deceased prostitute? I'm sure it would surprise Lady Lockridge.
Are you a blackmailer as well as a busybody? What compels you to harass me in this nefarious manner?
The truth compels me. Tell it, and I may set you free.
Ha! Your precious truth means ruination. Will you return the ring?
I don't think now would be a good time. This ring is part of an evidentiary chain linking numerous crimes. How did it come to be in her possession?
I'm sure I don't know. It must have been stolen from this room.
Is there nothing further you wish to tell me? I advise you to be candid.
Please go. You've made yourselves quite enough of a nuisance.
You're traveling down a very long road, Lawton. Needless to say, you will regret your decision. I'll make it my business.
Your manners are abominable. Jenkins, I believe Mr. Holmes is leaving.
You'll be fine here, won't you, lad? Dr. Watson explained everything.
There's not much to do, and it smells quite awful. I'd like my train set, please, and...
Not possible, Virgil, I'm sorry. I'm sure you and Wiggins can amuse yourselves pitching pennies and so on. Later, Mrs. Hudson will give you tea, all right?
It's not like I have a choice, is it?
What's the point? This battle has been lost. Let us resume our investigation, Watson.
I'm prepared to follow you anywhere, Holmes.
This small portrait is distinctive. Who is it? Or more to the point, what is it?
Well observed. That was and may well be Louis Baptiste Gotchia, the terrorist absconded from the Paris cells without a trace in 1857.
Very interesting. An artist has introduced age to the image of the younger man's face, so he might be recognized if he reappeared.
Exactly. My artist drew on the old picture and then photographed his work.
He's a clever craftsman, your artist. Who is he?
Nigel Hemmings, illustrator and portrait artist by training. First rate. No one would buy his painting, so he took up photography.
The posters are very well drawn. Same artist?
Yes, Hemmings says the American police call them mug shots.
Peculiar expression. Some of these must be extrapolations from old photos, adding beards and wrinkles and so on.
Yes, and others are subjects I've seen and described. With a first-person account, he can age a man, get his expression right, that sort of thing.
Scotland Yard could benefit from his skill.
You're right, of course, but would they? I heard Lestrade say Bertillon's system of criminal identification was a bunch of foreign nonsense. He takes so badly to new methods.
Don't I know it? Might I have young Hemmings' address?
He's a staff photographer for the Standard.
I would prefer a less public audience.
Oh, yes, of course. You can often find him in his garret at 14 Montague Street, just across from the British Museum.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I've heard of you. I'm just drawing this film. With you in Alphamo.
I saw your work at Friedman's. It's exceptional. Would you make a mug shot of someone for me?
Simple as pie. Let's start with a facial shape. Round, oblong, heart-shaped. You get the idea.
I've actually never seen the subject, just heard him described.
Not enough, Mr. Holmes. Without a witness, I can't do better than a caricature. You can't keep me to rights, you see. Tell me the nose is too wide and such like. I'm sorry.
You've a rare talent, Mr. Hemmings. Why not earn your living as a painter?
My art's called unsuitable on Bond Street, Mr. Holmes. People don't want to look at what I paint, let alone pay for it.
So you've settled on photographs?
I'm resigned to it. My photos of accidents and domestic disasters pay the rent. They give me the time for my work.
Might we get to work, Mr. Hemmings?
Do you bring my eyes, Mr. Holmes? Otherwise we're just fooling ourselves.
I believe the young man is a gifted artist, Watson.
You've added the arrow art criticism to your quiver of skills, then?
I know you believe my ideas of art are crude, but I remind you to remember my origins. Art in the blood takes strange forms.
Though not medically attested, certain delusions may also be hereditary.
Mugshots will be a crucial investigative tool in the future, Watson.
I'm sure you are right. The issue is, will the police have the sense to use it?
I wouldn't care to predicate its future success on my answer. Once again, we are insufficient for the task, Doctor.
A general description is worthless. You remarked that we might need the riverman's eyewitness account. The devil is in details, as they say.
Though correct, I shouldn't like to know those who say so. Can you recall anything more about your adventure at Cleopatra's Needle?
Nothing that could turn a profit and more's the pity.
I need your help, Mr. Needham. Will you come with us, please?
Why this time?
A picture artist needs you to describe the man you saw at the Needle. The third man. I wouldn't expect you to do it for free.
Oh, that's all right then. A commission, like. As long as the brute don't know it's me what described him, he had a dangerous aspect.
Brought the eyes, have you? Be right with you.
Does the work of a professional photographer appeal to you, Needham?
What would I have to do, Mr. Holmes?
They'd pay you to look at certain things and take pictures with a camera.
Most of what I see, I'd rather forget. Would they pay me to forget?
Not for what you've seen, sir. Unfortunately, no one would pay for that. This is Mr. Needham. He has seen the person I want drawn.
Excellent. You and I will get busy. Perhaps you'll occupy yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Needham, please describe the gentleman you saw in profile at the embankment. The third man.
I can't add nothing to what I already told you, Mr. Holmes.
A tall man with an unkempt beard and a stain of some sort on his left cheek, correct?
That's him.
Perhaps you could give us a moment alone, Mr. Holmes? We'll put something together.
Oh, sorry. Of course. I'll look about, shall I? How would you evaluate Needham's powers of observation?
Acute. He was clear on the facial structure and proportions, cast of the eyes and position of the ears. There are some problems, but we muddled through. Wonder if the stain is a scar.
That's an intriguing thought. May I take the drawing with me?
Of course. Hope it helps.
I believe you did quite well, Mr. Needham.
Mr. Hemmings says so. His questions reminded me of things about the gent I'd forgot.
In investigations and life, the right answers are impossible to discover without the right questions. Your advice was inestimable. Hemmings gave individuality to a generic face.
I'm not surprised. He's a marvel. Ah, yes, he was among my candidates. The beard is new, probably false. He has dark hair. You're moving in consequential circles, Sherlock. Colonel Erich Merlendorf, alias Wachthund, the guard dog. He's Prussian, of course. The facial stain is a distinctively horrible dueling scar. Only a fraction of it shows here. It's huge, and he wears it like an angry mask.
Who is he?
Principal agent and factotum of the German Imperial Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck. Fiercely loyal to his employer's interests and protective of his reputation. A very cold customer. What's he doing in London, I wonder?
No good, I assure you. Is he an official agent of Imperial Germany?
Not exactly. But I've invited an old friend to join us who can address that issue. Given your previous remarks and our shared suspicions, I thought he might be helpful. Is that a problem?
No, I'm grateful. Your discretion and judgment in such matters is unquestioned.
Carter, would you come in, please? Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, Fairfax Carter, Home Office Attaché.
I've heard your name from Mycroft, sir. Friedman has filled you in?
As he was able. Might you put us more in the picture?
No. Mycroft has requested secrecy. I shall respect that. Reputations are at stake. The nation's security, maybe. If I fail, you should know all. If I succeed, you will learn no more than you know now. Can we deal on that basis?
I am not entirely without other sources of information, as I think you know. Your commitment to your brother's cause is commendable.
You presumably heard us speaking of Colonel Merlendorf?
I did.
It must be assumed that this Prussian is involved in an operation hostile to British interests. Is it possible he has the Kaiser's blessing and the sanction of the German imperial government?
I don't believe so. I fervently hope not. He would not risk it. He would not do it.
Your reasons?
The Kaiser is trying to curb the power and influence of his bitter rival, the domineering Imperial Chancellor Otto von Bismarck.
Explain, please.
Wilhelm has been courting favor throughout Europe, separating himself from Bismarck's aggressive policies. Discovery of such an operation would undermine his efforts to establish his own authority and demolish the progress he has made in repairing Bismarck's damage. Besides, he is currently well disposed toward his mama, the Empress Frederick, who despises the Chancellor. Finally, he would risk the displeasure of his grandmama, Queen Victoria, and his cousins at this critical time.
If it's not an official operation, what might the Prussians' motives be?
I cannot say with assurance, but I would hazard that whatever he is doing here is intended to enhance the Chancellor's position with the German military and re-establish his dominance over the Emperor.
I see. Merlendorf is Bismarck's creature, not the Kaiser's.
Exactly.
Can you help me gain access to the Kaiser? I know he's in London.
I could arrange an interview. The Kaiser, as it happens, is familiar with your name and reputation, but this would be strictly a personal affair. The government must not be suspected of having any official involvement in your inquiry.
That's understood. You'll inform us of a time and place?
I'll send a message to your lodgings.
What kind of man is the Kaiser?
Not brilliant, but he's keen and energetic. Has the regrettable habit of speaking of himself in the third person. Convinced that he belongs to a distinct order of mankind, designated for monarchy by the grace of God.
And Bismarck wants to put his thumb in the eye of that belief.
Correct. As a boy, he imitated Bismarck as an act of parental defiance. Now he's alarmed the Chancellor by imitating Frederick the Great. In the end, we believe him fundamentally wiser and more progressive than Bismarck. They'll certainly come to blows, and given your inquiry, may have done already.
Watson, your florid accounts of our escapades apparently do have some value after all.
Your gift for delivering a kind word, Holmes, remains unequalled, mercifully.
Are you settling in, Virgil? Mrs. Hudson give you a nice cup of tea.
The tea was too hot. I burned my tongue. But the biscuits were very nice. Had chocolate on them. I like chocolate.
Wiggins, could this be the man you followed up the Strand?
Could be the bloke, Mr. Holmes. You find him, then?
Only this picture. He's not naturally fair, and the beard is false.
He's taken a lot of trouble.
He has a lot to lose. You're still on the case, Wiggins. Don't put yourself at risk. If you spot him, return home. There's a guinea for you when I find him.
I'd do most anything for the money, but it's a big city. Do you know anything more about him?
Not at the moment. Come in, Mrs. Hudson. Preparations are complete for your reception at apartments at Kensington. You are expected. Dispose of this note, F.C.
A bit melodramatic, but I'm sure you may accommodate him. I understand his reluctance to make this an official matter.
Reluctance would be an understatement, I think. Return to the hunt, eh, Watson?
As you say, Holmes, return by all means. Make yourselves comfortable, gentlemen. I will be with you momentarily.
Kaiser has a diverse collection of reading materials.
You expected von Clausewitz, the Brothers Grimm, and Grillparzer?
No, but the range of titles is impressive.
You surprise me, Holmes. Anyone can have a library. The question is, does he read?
Thank you for receiving us, sir, in your apartments.
Our pleasure, Mr. Holmes. Accompanied by your Boswell, too. One has read of your ingenious exploits, of course. The Empress Frederick will be quite envious.
Very kind of you to say, sir.
These were Prince Albert's rooms. The Kaiser is sensible of the honor his cousins bestow.
Given your title, I would have thought a memento of the first Caesar to be appropriate for your rooms.
Never! The title is a linguistic accident endured also by my Russian cousin. Julius was an ambitious demagogue and profligate. His reign was not divinely ordained, and he betrayed his birthright, which must always be wrong.
Your view of history is illuminating, sir. The Kaiser has a...
You expected...
No.
You surprised me, Holmes.
The late prince engaged in many philanthropic activities.
I believe he was generous with his time.
And he understood the power of a photograph.
Photographs exert a valuable educational influence on the public.
They're better than advertisements, Your Highness. People think them incontestable proof of an event or state of being. Despite the fact that they're rarely spontaneous, they are, for some, the true historical record.
The Kaiser enjoys being photographed.
I perceive the resemblance between you and Frederick the Great.
A few fine traits run strong in our family. Regrettably, not all. The sweep of his genius was enormous. Soldier, musician, politician. He loved England, you know.
And the affection was reciprocated. Who is your Voltaire, sir?
Such men are not common, Mr. Holmes, but the Kaiser has determined he will be found.
My mission is difficult, Your Highness. May I speak frankly?
You may. Mr. Carter recommends you, and the Kaiser opines that you are a man of goodwill.
I believe an agent of the Imperial Chancellor is engaged in a scheme detrimental to British interests and to your own intentions, as I understand them.
One is not surprised. Von Bismarck and I are at odds. He is a desperate man. Who is the agent?
I'd like you to confirm his identity. Please look at this and tell me if he strongly reminds you of someone. I believe you have recognized the likeness, Your Majesty. Who is it?
Bismarck's cur, Colonel Mullendorf. If he's in England, it's an unofficial visit. I left him in Berlin without a beard, incidentally. What is he involved in?
I believe he has received or will receive Ministry of Defense secrets, which were stolen by a British clerk.
Espionage would suit Bismarck's current style. Mullendorf, der Wachthund as he's known, is the Chancellor's instrument. He doubtless intends to turn over the stolen material to my military and compromise them. Can his plans be frustrated?
If he and the document are still in England, yes. The affair need never reach the public's notice here or in Germany. To that end, I have kept Scotland Yard out of my inquiry. I should say that Her Majesty's government believes you blameless in this matter. What do you know of Mullendorf's habits, Your Highness?
Almost nothing. He's a great bore, and my father distrusts him. We have no common connection save Graf von Zeppelin. I do recall that he's a trencherman, enormous appetite, and he adores Wagner, a fool for the ring. Decent voice, I believe.
Why would he act contrary to your interests? His behavior is treasonous.
He reveres Bismarck as the true embodiment of the state.
But he owes allegiance to his emperor, surely. What of duty and loyalty?
Attributes of national character may turn to vices in some men, Mr. Holmes. British imperturbability may become callousness. The French concern for appearance may devolve into vanity. Obedience is a Prussian virtue. But slavish compliance to false authority is its vice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
He does not lack for courage, Mr. Holmes. Do not underestimate him. If you confront him, he will not slink away.
We must take our leave, Your Highness. Any parting advice?
I counsel great caution. While serving as a provincial official, Mullendorf was several times charged with reckless and violent behavior. But he was not once convicted. Witnesses for the prosecution always seem to disappear before trial. Kein Zeugen, keinen Probe. No witnesses, no proof. He is a dangerous and unpredictable adversary. Take no chances.
Thank you for your concern.
And I can offer a morsel which may confer an advantage if you confront him. Mention Baron Buchholz Svoboda. It was he who laid open Mullendorf's face in an unlawful duel. Not 5 men know both participants. Mullendorf knows that I am one of them. He will be mortified, if not chastened, to learn that you come from me. Buchholz Svoboda's name will serve you better than my imperial seal.
I'll remember the name, Your Highness. Thank you. Old Fritz has a place of honour here. It appears to be an honest likeness.
What was Frederick to Wilhelm II?
Great-uncle to his grandfather. By all accounts, the most illustrious commander of his age, notwithstanding the fact that expediency was his first and only political principle.
I read he was cold, snuff-stained, secretive and excessively cerebral. Not precisely the role model one might wish for the new emperor.
The image does not inspire confidence among foreigners. Nevertheless, he was a masterful combination of remarkable characteristics. He was not gratuitously dubbed the Great. Friend and foe found him so. What's the point of the spike? Have I missed something about the design of this helmet?
I doubt it. Even the Prussian military is entitled to an occasional flight of fancy.
What folly! I must say I'm shocked. What a beautiful weapon. My single stick would be no match for it.
Interesting, but not material, unless you were planning on asking the Kaiser for a duel.
Such an instrument might have other uses. Have you seen the man depicted in this likeness, Wiggins?
I might have done, Mr. Holmes. That's the geezer I'm looking for.
Very like him, I suspect. Did I mention there's a half-crown should you find him?
I'd do most anything for the money, but it's a big city. Do you know anything more about him?
Not at the moment. I have information about our quarry, Wiggins. He's a foreigner.
Any notion where he is now, Mr. Holmes?
Try the restaurants around Piccadilly, especially those serving German food, and check the matinee audiences at the West End opera houses. If you have to lurk, be discreet.
I know me business, Mr. Holmes.
Of course you do, Wiggins. There's a guinea for you when I find him.
Polish up the brass. It's as good as mine.